students, how are you? I hope all are good. Today let we start SST chapter number 70 Forest and Tribal Life यानी कि जंगल और आदिवासी जीवन. In this chapter you will learn about forest tribal life, importance of forest, tribal life, the Chipko Andolan and plants from different countries are the main points in this chapter. Close your eyes and try to think of a land that is full of greenery with small and large trees and of course wild animals like tigers, elephants, birds and monkeys. मतलब अपनी आंखें बंद करो और ये सोचो कि हमारी जो धरती है, जो लैंड है, वो पूरी तरह हरी भरी है, छोटे बड़े पेड़ हैं, जानवर हैं, जंतु हैं. What would you call such a place? It is a forest. The word forest is derived from the Latin word forest, which means out of doors. A forest has different types of trees and wild animals. Have you ever been to be a forest? Importance of forest. मतलब हमारे जीवन में क्या importance है जंगलों की? All human beings must live in forest. Forest today help us by cleaning the air. We breathe green trees, use carbon dioxide, a gas that we exhale or give out when we breathe to make their food. They in turn give out oxygen. When they make their food, we need oxygen to breathe. No living being can survive without oxygen. So forests also give shelter from wild animals, birds and different types of insects. Furthermore, the trees of a forest bring rain and allow rainwater to be absorbed by the soil or ground together in floods and rain. So we get wood from the trees of the forest. Tribal life. India is home for about 437 tribal communities. कितनी 437 जो है आदिवासी जातियां हैं. They still live in villages in the forest of India. Tribal communities are mostly dependent on the forest for food. ये पूरी तरह से जंगलों पर निर्भर होती हैं. They sell the things that grow in the forest for money. They worship nature and do everything to protect and conserve it. Their life is closely associated with forest and they practice many ancient customs and traditions. In India, tribal people are known as Adivasis. Adivasi means the first people to live in a place. Okay. Dependence of tribal people on forest product. Tribal people get food, fuel, fodder, water and timber from the forest they live in. They use bamboos and pine trees to make their huts and granaries. They make medicines from things such as resins from pine trees and the bark of the cinchona trees. Forests are an important part of their social, religious and cultural lives. So deforestation or cutting down of trees will destroy their homes, livelihood and culture. Okay, so every tribal community has some special trees and animals. They protect them and consider them to be sacred. They worship them. The names of some animals and plants that are protected and worshipped by some tribal communities are given in the table. So tribes of Odisha, plants, sal, mahua and mango tree, animals, fawns, pregnant doves and black ducks. Horn tribes of Kalahandi, Salap tree, the tiger. Ankia, Konda of Ganjam, Gujarat, Bel, Sarai and orange trees. Tribal people protect their forest by considering them to be sacred groves. They call them devons or deuris. There are over 13,000 sacred groves in different parts of India. The Chipko Andolan. Chipko means to hug and Andolan means movement. So the Chipko Andolan and literally means a movement to hug the tree. Okay, this movement began in a remote Himalayan village in 1973 when some contractors came to cut down the forest tree. ये तब शुरू हुआ था. The villagers led by Chandi Prasad Bhatt hugged the tree to prevent them from being cut down. The government finally agreed with the people and took steps to stop celebration. In India, the Chipko Andolan inspired many people's movements to conserve the environment. Some of the movements are the Chipko movement in Karnataka, the Narmada Bachao Andolan in Gujarat, the Chilika Lake Agitation in Odisha. So plants from different countries. Though many plants have been growing in the forests of India for thousands of years, some of the plants that we see today have come from different parts of the world. For example, do you know that tea was first grown in China and it was brought to India much later? So the tea plant is an evergreen plant and is grown in hills and mountains. So the tea plants look like a bush with dark green leaves. Some other common plants that were brought to India from other countries. One, potato from South America, chinar tree from Iran, and eucalyptus tree from Australia, and banana plant from Southeast Asia. Okay, so the all topics are covered in this chapter here. I hope you all are very well understand this chapter. We will meet you the next class, and thank you everyone.